You're one of the Alphas. The White Wolf, right?
There's no need to be alarmed. I know it's difficult under these circumstances, but I'm not about to backstab the very man who saved my life.
You seem to have a strong sense of justice, even when it comes to your enemies.
You think so? Isn't it natural to be grateful? If any trouble were to befall you, I would naturally strive to help.
Really?
Is that so strange?
No. I just didn't expect to hear it from you.
Well, if you're going, you should make haste. I'm too tired to keep this up, so I'm off. Any complaints, August?
Do as you please.
You certainly haven't changed. Are there a lot of people like you in the Empire?
What do you mean? There are hardly any women as beautiful as me.
What I'm asking is if many Imperial soldiers act like you.
You're a curious little fellow, aren't you? Well, no. Aside from those here, there's also Bastion, a straight-laced airhead.
Are you talking about the Black Wolf? That's a bit harsh.
In terms of younger soldiers of note like yourself, there's the screw-up second lieutenant and the barbaric bird boy. If you find yourself in the Empire, be sure to befriend them, okay?
The more I learn about it, the stranger the Empire seems. Though the same could probably be said about Edis Academy.
Now then, I'll be going. Bye-bye.
Actually, this is like Habakiri. I know we're not going to get along right away, but the fact is, we share the same goal right now. We all want to return to the memorial spot. As soon as possible, do we not?
Huh? I know I want to go meet up with Leo and the others. But why do you want to go back? You already failed to kill the Vicar.
Well, my main motive is to challenge her to a rematch.
What? Didn't you just get massively overpowered by her? I mean, you were almost beheaded, right?
A close call indeed, Hugo. Thank you for saving my life.
I did it for Leo, not you, but that's not the point. Even after that devastating defeat, you want to challenge her again?
I suspect that she'll be worn out from that last attack. In fact, this might be the best chance I'll get.
Is that so?
So what will you do now? Will you come with us?
August, earlier you said that this is the best chance you'll get. Aren't you afraid the Vicar will completely overwhelm you?
I'd be lying if I said I wasn't. But beyond this obstacle, I see hope. I just have to reach out and seize it.
Hope beyond the obstacle.
Don't be fooled. He may hide it behind poetic words, but if you ask me, he takes a morbid pleasure from gambling with his life.
That's not very nice.
It's true. Can you even count the number of times you've nearly gotten us killed?
I think it's best if we focus on the future. I'll be counting on you, Alexandra.
I can't believe you.
I think I get the gist of it. Fine, I'll accompany you to the ceremony site. You piqued my interest in the consequences of reckless gambling.
Is that so? Well, I'm honored.
Here's hoping this trip is safe and quick.
Agreed. Let's move. If we cross this forest, we'll get back to the village eventually.
Are you interested in hearing our endgame?
Hear what?
The plan is to assassinate the vicar, as I told you earlier. I can't help but sense that you're conflicted about that, rather than condemning the plan on moral grounds, and unquestioned its chance of succeeding.
This is why I don't like you.
Tell me about it.
Thank you.
The end has come.
Get this! What? My blade pierces all! Come now!
Over here. Come. Before I address that, can I ask you something?
Yes?
From whatever information you have, do you think that what happened to Lassant had anything to do with the Empire?
Well, this is very direct.
I think we're well past beating around the bush.
You're not wrong. Well, I guess this is as good a time as any. I'll tell you everything I've learned about it as Chancellor.
Huh?
You seem shocked.
Everything you've learned seems like a lot is all.
Given the circumstances, I think you're owed that much.
August? What's this?
They seem awfully agitated.
Come!
Must be because of that explosion earlier. When Leo received the surplus of mana from the Vicar,
Is that...
crossed swords with Yugo, who resisted her blessing, they caused a mana disturbance in this area.
Wait, that explosion was our fault?
Don't hesitate now. I can help it.
Got ya!
Let's take care of this together, Yugo. We'll talk after.
Roger that.
Can you withstand this?
There'll be nothing left.
blade?
Got ya!
Can you withstand this?
Bring it on!
Too slow.
I got this! Here I come!
Take this time to reflect.
Is that it?
I can't even express this.
Take this time to refresh. Foolishness.
Over for me, blade.
Come.
Here I go.
Unfortunate. The end has come.
My blade.
Take this. Damn it! Not yet. The end has come.
This is the end.
Turn to dust. Unfortunate.
My blade pierces all.
Looks like we managed to fight them off.
Every time I join you on a mission, it ends up like this.
Is that so? About what you said earlier, August. If you reveal everything you know to me, I'm prepared to return the favor. I think that's the best way to help Leo and Celia.
Why would it help them?
I guess I might as well tell you now. I'd like to defect with the two of them.
You'll what?
This will surely be a meaningful conversation, then.
Why would you defect?
Put simply, I can no longer trust the Federation. That's it.
A rather unexpected turn of events.
Yeah.
I didn't sense that level of distrust when we met before.
It wasn't always like this. Something changed. Some memories from my childhood have come back to me.
Take this tough.
From your childhood. Come now! How's that?
Yes. Specifically from the day our home was destroyed.
I see. But I still don't understand. How does that connect to your distrust of the Federation?
Well,
Take that!
Can you withstand this?
Take that! Pathetic! There!
And another.
My blade!
Come. Now. Ha! Can you withstand this?
pretty good find.
Try. Is this your best?
My blade!
Unfortunate. You remembered, didn't you? It wasn't the Imperial Army that destroyed Lasant. It was the Federation Army.
Yes.
What? Why would the Federation do that?
I don't know why, but it was definitely Federal troops. They just dressed up like Imperials.
So you witnessed it as a child, but forgot until recently.
It's more like my memories were sealed by fear. By our instructor, Lisette Renier,
Come.
who threatened me after I found out the truth.
Too bad, too bad.
And that's why you're thinking of defecting. Come.
Come now!
Nothing left.
Over for you!
How's that? Come. There.
Over for you!
I didn't understand the Federation's intentions. But after what the Vicar did today, I'm convinced. The tragedy of Lasant isn't just a thing of the past. Even now, I can't help but feel like a cloud of malice is closing in on our future. That's why I need you to confirm this for me. Was the Empire involved in the tragedy of Lasant?
It wasn't. There is no documentation of the raid or any trace of a cover-up. At least not in the military records I referenced. Given my office, you may not trust me when I say this, but I am all but certain that the Empire had nothing to do with it.
Is that so?
You don't seem too convinced.
No, it's not that. It's just... I'm not sure what to believe anymore.
I understand where you're coming from. This is as far as I can possibly go to convince you of my sincerity.
What is that?
This hair clip belonged to my daughter.
You're...
Wait, you mean... August?
This is what I have to say to you, Hugo Simon. The Empire had no involvement whatsoever in the events that occurred at Lasant. I swear this not on my position or my faith or my homeland, but on my dearest treasure. I swear it on the only thing I have left.
August, I don't...
I've given you the very best I can offer. Will it suffice?
Yes. Yes. I want... No. I do believe.
Well, that is very good to hear.
Hey, August. About what you just said.
Anyway, it's about time the three of us get going, wouldn't you say?
Right.
Defecting to the Empire.
Let's head back to the village.
Let's. But after that explosion, the village might be...
If I might ask, what exactly was that power that you and Leo produced earlier?
I'm not sure I understand it either, sorry.
Here I go!
Take this time to reflect.
All I can say is that it felt pretty unsettling. I'm not sure how to put it into words.
Take that. There.
I might be able to assist you with that.
That's your applause?
Did you know something?
No, but I'd be happy to share my speculation.
Take that. Right.
Remember the Cascade of Beginnings?
It's a famous place in the land of Habakiri. A waterfall. The mixture of mana there gives it special properties.
Precisely. It's a prime example of how when two types of mana meet, they can become more than the sum of their parts.
How sluggish.
Too bad.
The end has come.
Oh dear. More beasts.
August. Why did you bring up the cascade?
Take it at face value. The point is that the same thing is happening between Yugo and Leo.
Their mana was missing.
Yeah.
That's what caused the bizarre buildup? That explosion?
I believe so.
Wait a minute.
Right, we have other things to deal with now.
That's not what I meant.
There will be nothing left. How about this? Is this your best? Goodness.
Over here.
Pierce it! Oh, too slow.
Sluggish.
The end.
What now?
Bring it on. Take this time to reflect.
Too slow.
How about this? Bring it on. Dust. Take this time to reflect. Take this. Now, I'll carve my own path. Right. Bring it on. There I come. How's that?
The end.
What? Is something on your mind, Yugo?
You really can't guess? I understand that the Cascade of Beginnings is formed from a confluence of mana between two primordials. But why is it that two kids from the countryside are creating a similar phenomenon?
Isn't there something only the two of you have in common?
Only me and Leo? I'm telling you, we're just two guys from the... You can't mean...
Right. Tragedy of the sun. Everything points to that.
You're saying that surviving that caused me and Leo to undergo some kind of change?
It all comes together if you think of it that way.
But we weren't the only ones who... Wait, Celia wasn't in the village that day. So that means...
It's not just that you survived. It's what you went through.
Right.
The end has come.
Here I go.
How sluggish. Take this time to reflect. Take this. Unfortunate. There. And another. Right. And another. Take that.
so. Judging by the chaos that unfolded when this happened last, I think it's best if you two avoid letting that power develop further.
I would have to agree with you there. Can't shake the feeling that we'd lose ourselves. Maybe it's best if he and I stay apart.
Why did this have to happen to you two? What in the world did the Federation do in Lasant?
We can't say for sure.
Damn it! The end has come. Take this! Come! Can you withstand this? Take this!
Got me some treasure.
The end has come.
Hugo, does anything come to mind?
I don't know. But on that day, I had a weird dizzy spell and collapsed. When I came to, the village was burning.
I see.
Is that it?
It's a federal patrol, and they have a stigmata knight. Hide!
Why should I have to hide?
Can you explain why exactly you've been working with us?
Point taken. That's a siege weapon. Why did they bring it here?
There aren't any Imperial structures nearby, and this wasn't deployed against us. So perhaps their goal is...
Is this really necessary? You say she's a monster, but she doesn't look the part.
Monster?
Don't waste your breath. Hurry and get it set up.
I'm sorry, sir. But there are reports that she's surrounded by comatose civilians, as well as some Blaze cadets from the Knight Academy.
And? So what? Every great deed comes with sacrifice. Shoot Vicar Cannon along with every guard, student, and civilian around her.
What?
Well, well.
What? Why would federal soldiers want the vicar?
Perhaps the Federation is less united than it seems.
We've got nothing to worry about. We'll just chalk it up as another Imperial atrocity.
Hugo!
The Vicar's guards? Students? Civilians? What are you thinking?
Who are you?
You overheard us? That leaves us no choice. We'll have to take care of you first.
Hugo!
The Imperial Chancellor and the White Wolf?
Why did you two...
What are you talking about? As an Imperial soldier, I could never let such evil transpire.
The Empire also does whatever it takes to achieve its goals. So we won't blame them for that. But we won't serve as their scapegoat a second. The tragedy of Lasant need never be repeated.
You got that right, August.
Bad. Here I go.
Nothing left. Take this time to reflect. Nothing left. Come. There.
It's time.
Damn it. The end. And this. Bring it on. The dust. Take this time to reflect. Damn it! Take this back on my feet. Vigor. Yeah.
You go, Simon! If you're dissatisfied with the current state of the Federation, then side with us instead of the Empire! Together we'll turn the Federation on its head!
Do you hear yourself? If you think that you can
can sacrifice innocent lives for the greater good? If you're as irredeemable as your twisted ideology!
Well said. Those are the words of a knight, Hugo.
Thank you, Alexandra.
Next time.
Turn to dust!
Come now! How's that?
Right.
Go!
Unfortunate. How about this? Turn to dust! How's that?
Come now! How's that?
Unfortunate. This is what I believe to be just. Come. What now? How about this? Here I come.
Next time.
Come. This.
Blade pierces all!
This. Bring it on! And then
Take that!
can you withstand this? Back on my feet. Will be nothing left.
How's that?
Over for you. Here I come.
Next time.
I'll carve